perspective on each other. I'd like to illustrate that with a short story. It's a story about two farmers that live next door to each other. One's an optimist, one's a pessimist. Obviously the optimist is positive, hopeful. The pessimist is always looking for the shoe to drop on him. When it rained, the pessimist was just worried that his crops were going to be ruined. The optimist was happy that it was raining, he got to spend the day with his family, and his crops were being watered for free. When it was sunny out, the optimist was happy that he could work in the sun and enjoy his life. The pessimist was worried that his crops would be completely ruined and he'd lose everything again. Now on a Sunday morning, they decided to go hunting together. They went down to a local lake, took their rifles and the trusty hunting dog of the optimist, got in a boat and rowed out to the center of the lake on a beautiful Sunday morning. Not unlike this day. Birds singing, sun shining. The optimist is happy, enjoying the morning, ready to have a wonderful day, where the pessimist is just worried the boat's going to sink and his life is going to be ruined as usual. Just then, ducks came up out of the blind, and the optimist leveled his rifle, tracked and shot one of those ducks and dropped it to the shoreline. And he turned to the pessimist and said, "Watch, this is the best hunting dog in the history of all hunting dogs." Snaps his fingers, and that dog jumps out of that boat, runs on top of the water, all the way to the shoreline, grabs that duck, runs back on top of the water, jumps in the boat, drops that duck at the optimist's feet, and he turns to the pessimist, smiling, says, "I told you, the best dog in the history of all hunting dogs." The pessimist is shaking his head and says, "I knew it, the darn dog can't even swim." It shows you what perspective it is. In that moment, the pessimist missed a miracle, a literal miracle that happened where the optimist was enjoying life, and marriage is a lot like that. We need to look at the positive of our spouse. If we focus on the negative, we'll live in that, and our perspective can change how we live. So I hope that you too look at the positive that you have for each other, and the love that you have for each other, because we definitely have negatives. And looking at those can just make for a terrible life. So I hope you got something out of the story, add a little color to the ceremony, and make you even more nervous as we start. We are gathered here today to witness the joining of two people. William David Weiser, Emily Joan Bittner. Hearts and spirits are entwined as one. They now desire to profess their love before all, and their intention to walk the road of life together. They've opened their hearts to one another, and today they have opened their hearts to us as well, asking us to join in this ceremony to see the vows of marriage being taken here today. And we're deeply grateful for them to open their hearts to us. David and Emily, you're about to make vows and promises to one another. Today, these vows are beautiful words representing even more beautiful intentions. My prayer for you is that you live these vows over the years, offering freely your time and your love to one another. The meaning of these words will deepen, and the happy times of your life will be twice as joyous because we're sharing it with each other. And when life becomes difficult, it would only be half as difficult because we're sharing the difficulties as well. For those times when life presents all of us with challenges, I would like to offer you a simple prayer to remember. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to do the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. The rings that you have exchanged are a symbol of the vows taken and the love that you both share. A circle of wholeness, they are perfect form. These rings mark a commitment to a long journey filled with wonder, surprise, laughter, tears, celebration, grief, and joy. May these rings glow in the reflection of the warmth and the love that flows in both of you today. Are you ready to move forward? David, will you take Emily to be your lawfully wedded wife, to love and honor her, for richer and for poorer, in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, as long as you both shall live? And Emily, will you take David to be your lawfully wedded husband, to honor and love, richer or for poor, in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, as long as you both shall live? By the powers vested in me, by the great state of Pennsylvania, I now pronounce you man and woman. You may kiss. Woo! I'd like to introduce to you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. David and Emily Swack.
Yay!